Hi Glamazons, welcome back to my channel. It's me Kagem. Okay, so I have been busy at work and everything, but obviously I can't resist. I just have to check out and see some of the things that are on Louis Vuitton's website. So I'm someone, because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm always busy with ideas. I'm trying to like come up with new ideas for my businesses and etc. And I'm not that kind of person that can like do things like speech to text or like using voice. Like I like writing down ideas. So I saw this notebook refill on Vuitton's site. This is the US site, and I was like, oh, okay, kind of loving it. It's odd. I feel like the notebook itself is much nicer than the refill, I beg your pardon, is much nicer than the actual notebook itself, which isn't really inspiring to me, but I really like this refill. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this refill, and it's so cute, and I love the orange and just like the classic logo. Now it kind of begs the question, like, who would be absolutely mad enough to buy a branded like notebook? And it's not like it has millions of pages. I mean, I think here it's like it's a lined notebook and it has paper with lines in it. And I obviously, because it's a refill, it doesn't exactly say how many pages are in it. For me personally, I'm just like, I really like this. This refill is $63. I prefer the refill compared to how the actual notebook itself looks. And there are a few different options. I'm not nuts about the other options. I think the refill looks better. But there is like the actual notebook itself, which is called the Gustave MM. And it comes in black, obviously, and it comes in pale pink, but I don't like it. It's not really like speaking to me. It doesn't yell at me. The refill is way better and it looks more classic. I feel like the refill is probably just like a safe option to try out, because you don't want to buy the Gustave MM, like the actual large notebook, and then if it's naff, you're just going to be so annoyed that you spent like $210 buying the Gustave MM. The refill is $63. Basically it's the refill, but it can be used as a notebook as well. I go through notebooks like water, so I'm thinking if I had a notebook like this, I would probably come up with way better business ideas, and I would execute at a higher like rate for my businesses. What do you think about this notebook refill? Do you like it? Do you think it's a bit too much? Do you think it's excessive? What are your thoughts? To me, I feel like when it comes to things like pens, like a Mont Blanc pen, for example, that's like the Lamborghini or the Ferrari of writing instruments, inverted commas, or pens in this case, let's say. I feel like when it comes to things like pens and writing, you have to be into writing. Like I love writing, I love scribbling down ideas. As I'm shooting this video, I'm like looking at one of my notebooks so I can write down more ideas. I think that this one would probably be like, this refill, it would probably be used for like special things that I'm working on, and it wouldn't necessarily be like a day-to-day notebook. Or perhaps you could use this to like write down like financial things or your financial goals, your financial transactions, if you're that kind of person. Most people prefer to use spreadsheets because you wouldn't want to like, I don't know, it's funny, when it comes to handbags, like luxury handbags, I would bung anything in there and I would just use them until they're absolutely wrecked. But when it comes to this notebook, I would just be like, no, like I need to treat it properly and it needs to be handled with care. So what do you guys think about luxury branded notebooks? Do you think it's a waste of money? Do you like it? If you're someone who's obsessed with writing and books and notebooks, is this something that you would get? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.